Hi, it's Marie. So, today I'm gonna show you what I made recently, obviously. That's literally the point. So, I tend to get good ideas very randomly, just, sitting on the toilet, suddenly, boom, revolutionary ideas just coming to me while I'm peeing. It's great. I had this idea of making some cute collar pins, like a set of 2 pins that are usually connected by a chain that you can attach to the collar of your shirt. I'm really glad I'm wearing a shirt without a collar today. I'm very prepared. And so I had this idea of making pins of 2 hands that are connected by a red thread, because there's this idea of the red string of fate, which is basically the idea that 2 people who are destined to meet, who are soulmates in a way, are connected by a red thread that is usually wrapped around their fingers. And so I had this idea, like, wouldn't that be cute to have these 2 hands? And I haven't found that anywhere else yet. Maybe I actually for once have an original idea. Isn't that amazing? And I'm planning to sell them. I'm actually setting up my Etsy store right now. I'll have a link for that in the description. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna show you how, and yeah, have fun. Cool. Let's go. Alright, so first of all, I need to kind of draw what I want to do and just to get the basic sketch of it down. So using my own hand as a reference, I'm sketching out the hand and the way I want it to look like in the end. So it's gonna be kind of the hand from the inside with the pinky raised, and you can see a little bit of the arm, just so the hand doesn't look too cut off. And then what I did is I cut it out because I wanted to use that as a template because I liked the way it looked. And I got just a little bit of polymer clay and roll it out to the thickness that I wanted the pins to be. And then I put my little cutout stencil basically on the clay, and then used a random black pen that I had to kind of trace around it so I know where to cut. And then I peeled it off very slowly, and ta-da, there we got it. And of course, the other hand is mirrored, so I'm just turning it around and doing another one. I mean, I could have just done it both the same way around and then just turned the polymer clay around. But yeah, anyway. So I got these 2. And then I was like, the pinky's a bit short. So I took my pen and just freestyled it on the clay. After I was done with that, I took my crafting knife and just very carefully cut it out. Basically just following the line, making sure the cuts are all nice and clean. And I'm doing that with both hands until I get the beautiful hands all done, all cut out, beautiful. I don't know if this is the best way to do this, because I don't know how to do things. I just do them. But it worked, so I can't complain, I guess. Kind of scraped away the edges a bit because they were fraying a little bit. But in the end, also I think it's funny that the color rubbed off on the polymer clay. Also, I did this directly on my table, which wasn't smart, so I had to gently scrape it off with a knife, with this thin knife. And then I put them on a baking sheet and fixed it up a little bit before throwing it in the oven. Don't look at how dirty my oven is. I know I have to clean it, but I just don't want to. So I baked them, delicious baked hands. And here we are afterwards. They're nice and firm. And now I can kind of perfect them. I'm going over it with different grid size paper. What the heck is that paper called? I'm going over with sandpaper. I'm sanding it with sandpaper. Those are the words. And I'm doing that until I'm very happy with it, until they're nice and smooth and all the sides look good. So then my idea was, because I need to duplicate them, and I thought, hey, I can make that a bit easier so they all are really the same. So I thought I would make a silicone mold out of it. Also, I just like making molds. I make them all the time. Also, what the hell happened to my finger there? That looks bad. Can't remember this because it's so long ago. But yeah, I took some crafting glue and I stuck them down because I wanted to make sure that the silicone wouldn't get under there. It still got under there, so yeah, good job. But anyway, I mixed up some silicone, same stuff as usual, and I just dumped it on there. The thing that I'm using for this is a little compartment of a bento box that I have, which worked really well. It's a good size. And so one thing I like to do to get them out is to use this little metal hook and just stab it in there and pull it out. Works really well. And yeah, as you can see, the silicone got under there. Like, why did I even use glue? Now it's just all sticky and covered in silicone. It's great. I love my life. It's wonderful. But I'm cutting off the excess silicone. And yeah, that's how I got the mold. So then next up, I want my hands. I'm glad I'm having such fast transitions, so I have enough time to explain everything. But I want the hands to be black, white, and gray. So here I am using this nice noodle machine to mix a nice hue of gray. But yeah, I want to do black, white, and gray hands, basically, because I was thinking it would be nice to kind of represent different skin tones. But I didn't want to use actual skin colors, because I think when they're monochrome like this, it looks better with the red chain. I don't know, I just like that contrast, so I chose black, gray, and white. And yeah, so here you can see how with the different colors, I'm just pushing them in the mold. That worked really well, actually. I was surprised. I thought the silicone would maybe be too soft, but it worked. So yeah, I pushed it in there, and then using this thin knife, I'm kind of just scraping off the bottom. And these are the finished ones. I baked them again, and then of course there was still excess clay there, which is actually what I wanted to avoid by making this mold and stuff, but yeah, it didn't work. So yeah, cool. But I'm using my little sanding tool, my Dremel, to just sand off all the edges and make it nice and smooth. And I'm really happy with the colors. I mean, it's black, white, and gray. But I think the gray is really nicely in the middle between the two colors. I mean, I guess it's leaning more to the dark side. But yeah, I just like them. I just like monochrome stuff, okay? So yeah, I sanded them, and then, again, a good transition so I can explain stuff. But then I decided to vectorize the hand drawing that I made, because the details of the fingers and stuff, I decided to do that with vinyl. So basically I have a Cricut, which is this cutting machine, and so I thought I would use vinyl to cut out these details, these outlines basically. And so yeah, I made this into vector illustrations, and I'm using white and black vinyl tape. And here you can see it already. Got the vinyl on the mat and ready to get it cut out, which is always fun to watch. Look at it go. This isn't the actual speed, by the way, which, yeah, it's slower. But this is fun. I love that. Good stuff. I actually thought about making a stamp first, but that didn't work out, and then I just bought like 35 rolls of vinyl, so yeah. And here I'm removing all the excess vinyl around this. This was also really fun. Just the little parts were a bit annoying. Also, halfway through this, because I was making a lot of these hands, I have a lot of these hands that are just flying around my apartment. My blade for the Cricut wasn't sharp anymore because I used it so much, and I had to buy a new one, and it took a long time, and that wasn't great. Anyway, so I'm putting it on there. Usually you can get specific transfer tape to transfer your vinyl on your objects with them all staying in place. But I guess the transfer tape that I have is too strong, so I had to use normal tape, which worked really well, so everything stayed in place. And yeah, here I'm cutting out white vinyl. Basically, I'm using the black vinyl for the white hands and the white vinyl for the gray and black. And yeah, just putting them on there was a lot of fun. Somehow, somewhere along the way, my clay hands, and not my clay hands, my hands are made out of flesh and skin and bones and other stuff that are in a human. But the clay hands and the vinyl that I was cutting out somehow didn't fit together anymore. And I got a lot of pieces that were just kind of weird and messed up. And I don't know what happened, because here with these first ones it worked so well. So then I thought it would look really nice if they're matte. So I'm putting on a matte top coat, which will also help to seal in the vinyl sticker so it doesn't fall off when it loses its stickiness maybe. And yeah, I think in matte they look really cool because it just, you know, hands are also matte unless you're sweating a lot, I guess. So yeah, it just kind of looks good. And then I'm getting these rings that I always forget the name of. Jump rings? Jump rings? Yeah. And I got this red chain. So these rings are actually more shiny and more a pinkish red, but I bought some new ones that you'll see in another AliExpress haul video. But yeah, so basically I'm taking 15 centimeters of red chain and I'm threading it through the jump rings, and the jump rings will then get stuck over the pinkies. That wasn't a good sentence, but you know what I mean. And then I attached it with some UV resin. And then I'm putting the pin backings on. For the finished version that I plan to sell, I'm gonna make the back a little prettier because yeah, as you can see, especially the white ones, it looks a bit messy. But yeah, so I'm sticking the counterpart of the pin backings on there. And that's basically it. That's all. Yeah, they're done. They're done and they're pretty and they were really fun to make. So here we go, my finished things. Yeah. Where did I put them? Alright, so here we are with the finished things. There we go. And yeah, I'm not wearing a shirt with a collar and I don't feel like changing, so I'm just gonna put it on my shirt. Let's pretend that this is good. So glad I'm doing this properly. So yeah, that looks stupid. All right, so here we go. This is how you could wear it. Ta-da. It's cute. It's cute. But yeah, so maybe this isn't the best way to wear them, but I'm really happy with them. I think they turned out really cute, and I think using the vinyl was a good decision in the end. And yeah, I also have the gray one and the black one that are tangled now, which is great. Anyway, yeah, I'm happy with this. This was fun. I think they look very cute. So yeah, thanks for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye.